If a man is going to lie about something that can put your body in danger, then that means he's going to lie about so many other things. If you are connected to your feminine energy, then you're going to be connected to your intuition. You're going to be connected to that warning signal. And this is the reason why it's an issue, sir, ma'am, sir, who asks, why is it an issue for men who lie to women and make women believe that he only dates a woman? This is why it's an issue, sir, ma'am, sir, because a woman has a right to know. If a woman chooses to date a man knowing that he sleeps with men, then that's her right. But when you take her right away because you're a liar, that's a problem. And if you're going to lie about who you're sleeping with when she thinks that you are heterosexual, then you're going to lie about being faithful. You're going to lie about other significant things. And that's a problem, which leads me to my point, ladies. Because if a man is going to lie about something that can put your body in danger, then that means he's going to lie about so many other things. If you are connected to your feminine energy, then you're going to be connected to your intuition. You're going to be connected to that warning signal. And this is the reason why it's an issue, sir, ma'am, sir, who asks, why is it an issue for men who lie to women and make women believe that he only dates a woman? This is why it's an issue, sir, ma'am, sir, because a woman has a right to know. If a woman chooses to date a man knowing that he sleeps with men, then that's her right. But when you take her right away because you're a liar, that's a problem. And if you're going to lie about who you're sleeping with when she thinks that you are heterosexual, then you're going to lie about being faithful. You're going to lie about other significant things. And that's a problem, which leads me to my point, ladies. Because if a man is going to lie about something that can put your body in danger, then that means he's going to lie about so many other things. And how do you know if this man is for you or against you? Some of y'all are worried about STDs or not. You're worried about sexually transmitted diseases, but you need to be worried about sexually transmitted demons. Some of you guys don't know that this man has significant trauma that has led him to hate women. Some of you guys are dating men who just beat their wives. Their wives just left them months ago because they were beating on them. But because they come to you with a good story and come to you with a good game, and because they look good, then you take them line, hook, and sinker, and you don't do your research. You think if you follow your instincts, if you just, oh my God, I feel like we're connected. I feel like he's a good guy. I feel like this is right. You go by your feelings and you don't verify that your feelings are leading you into the right direction. And basically what you're resonating with is the dysfunction and toxicity with him that vibrates with your trauma. That's what you're doing. All you're doing is trauma bonding with a demon is what you're doing. And because you don't know how to properly date, you don't understand the science of attraction, you think because this man is pursuing you, you think this is like The Notebook. You think this is like Love and Basketball. You think it's like Romeo and Juliet. You're sitting here telling yourself some BS that you hear in online or in a book that says, let me just be myself. Okay? I don't want to play games. If I have to play games, I don't want it. Ma'am, you can call it whatever you want to, but it's called the dating game, the mating game for a reason. So if you're not willing to play the dating game, then ma'am, what are you doing? How do you know that you are choosing the right man? And if you don't understand the science of attraction, then how do you know what his behavior means when he does certain things or doesn't do certain things? How do you know to date to your benefit? How do you know you're selecting the best man that can uplift you, that can add value to your children, either present or the children that you're currently going to have? How do you know you're picking the best father for your kids? How do you know you're picking the best man that's going to help make your life better? How do you know? How do you know? Because you don't. If you don't understand the science of attraction, it's literally like dating in the dark. When you don't understand that love is a science, that we are biochemically wired in a certain way to respond to each other when it comes to dating and it comes to attraction. You're not understanding that men are biochemically wired in a certain way that is different than you, ma'am. Men are not like us. They're not like us. The way you fall in love is not the way a man falls in love biochemically. The way you respond that shows that you are really into a man isn't the same way a man responds to show you that he is really into you. Because if you think because this man wants to have sex with you, if you think that man really likes you, ma'am, you are setting yourself up for failure. Now, the way women are wired, for the most part, unless we've been dealing with trauma, unless we are emotionally shut off from our bodies, we have to be into a man emotionally before we let him enter into our body, okay? Because a woman's body is a portal. Because a woman's body holds energy, okay? Spirits move through us. That's how we're able to bring life on earth, all right? So then that requires us to be emotionally attached, which is why we produce oxytocin when we have sex. We produce oxytocin when we have a baby, which causes us to bond, okay? If we didn't produce oxytocin, then we would not bond to our babies. Them crying, loudmouth, demanding babies will get left somewhere, okay? Because we would be tired, okay? We would be over it. We would be like, you need to fend for yourself. I'm tired. I am done. But for a woman who is biochemically normal, that oxytocin is going to kick in and she will be sleep deprived before she lets her child starve. Well, when you produce oxytocin, when you meet a man, that causes you to drop your guard. That causes you to be more likely to trust that man and what he is saying. Men understand that women are auditory, okay? Men are auditory. Men don't fall in love based on what they hear. And men don't fall in love based on creating illusions in their brain. That's not how they fall in love. When a man sees you, his testosterone is triggered. When he sees you, ma'am, his testosterone is triggered. Do you know what that means? I don't care how many Red Robin Hood books you read, okay? I don't care how many Hallmark card sayings you tell yourself that, oh my God, it was love at first sight. I feel like I'm home. I feel like he's the one. I don't care what you are saying, ma'am. When his testosterone is triggered, that is his sex hormone. That's his sex drive hormone. So when you trigger his testosterone, that means you have triggered his desire for sex. That's it. That's what you done. He wants your Scooby snacks is what it is. All right? He doesn't know you. He does not. The moment your friend shows that he is interested in you, ma'am, game on. Okay? You have triggered his testosterone, and what's driving him is his biochemical sex drive. That starts the beginning of the 6 phases of attraction. If you skip any steps, you're going to set yourself up for heartbreak because his sex drive, that you're in a completely different lane at this point. You're not in friend lane anymore. He goes back to the back of the class. Okay? He got to start at step 1. Men are not like us. They're not like us. So when you trigger testosterone, that means that he wants to have sex with you, baby. He He wants your cookie. He wants your Jello pop is what he wants. He wants your ice cream. Your pineapple pizza is what he wants. That's what he wants.